Obedience, submission. These aren't words that we technically like to hear. These aren't words that we like to attach ourselves to a lot of times, but they're key concepts in today's text. In Genesis chapter 6, verses 11 through 22, God reveals his plan to Noah to flood the earth. In verses 13 and 17, he says, "I have decided to put an end to every creature, for the earth is filled with wickedness because of them. Therefore, I am going to destroy them along with the earth." Verse 17, "Understand that I am bringing a flood waters on the earth to destroy every creature under the heaven with the breath of life in it. Everything will perish." Now remember, in the beginning of the chapter, we talked about the sons of God. These were fallen angels who had rebelled and were cast out of heaven and came down to earth. These sons of God, these fallen angels, had children with women and gave birth to the Nephilim. Now the Nephilim were giants who were very violent, who were very wicked. And remember, we said God saw the thoughts and the desires of people's hearts, and everything that he saw was continuously wicked. And we said that it even broke God's heart. So now God has passed judgment, and he has declared that he's going to flood the earth and destroy every creature. Now I know some folks may consider this to be a very harsh judgment, but we have to remember, God hates sin. He is holy and cannot associate himself with sin. He's trying to destroy sin. Think about it like this. Have you ever seen a building that was condemned? It's structurally unsafe, it's hazardous, and now since it is beyond repair, it is blocked off and scheduled for demolition. Now I want you to think of this building as sin. There's no reason for anybody to inhabit this building anymore. Therefore, the building is ordered to be destroyed, just as sin is. But imagine now, in this building, despite all the warnings, despite all the signs, despite the boundaries that have been placed to keep people out, someone goes and takes shelter in this building. They refuse to leave. They hide out in the walls of this building, and now the day of demolition has come. When we choose to ignore the signs, when we choose to ignore the warnings, it is like us choosing to take refuge in a condemned building that is scheduled for demolition. One day God is going to do away with sin completely, and we don't have to be a part of it. We've been given signs, we've been given warnings, we've been given instructions, and so it's up to us to make the decision to disassociate ourselves with sin, to repent, to turn away from. The judgment that was passed in Noah's time was because people were unrepentant. People were choosing to live as they desired, doing what they want. And while that might sound good in theory, the reality is there is a lot of evil that can be produced when there are no boundaries on what is good and what is evil. That is unfortunately human nature at times. But even through all this, God finds a man who is obedient. Told that Noah walked with God. So Noah had a relationship with God. Noah knew God. And as God is revealing this stuff to him, as God is telling him his plan, God has given him instructions to build an ark. For the next 100 years, he will spend his time on earth building this ark, preparing for this day that God has talked to him about. And not only does the day come, but because of his obedience, Noah, as well as his wife and his kids wives, are saved from the flood. Sometimes our obedience isn't only beneficial to us, but is beneficial to those in proximity to us as well. While there might not be another great flood coming, there is judgment coming against sin. And we don't have to be a part of that judgment. God's desire is that we all repent. We have the opportunity right now, while there's still time, to turn away from the things that God calls sin. I would ask you to take an account of your life today. Is it aligning with what God says in his word? Are you repentant? Have you turned away from sin? Are you living a life that glorifies God? Are you walking with God? Are you obedient and are you submissive to God? Think about that as you finish out your week. You have a good one. We'll see you next time.